All right, we're back, Netrunners. You are taking a look at that sweet, sweet SMC Finals trophy.
The dedicated few in the back.
Oh, man,
who are staying
so
here
sweet.
to watch the finals.
Yeah, right? We've had many out of town who are out at this point, but this is what it's all for. We have had all of the tournaments, all the qualifiers, all the hard work leading up to this final moment.
Yep.
Randall versus Gordy. Who is the best in the Southern Megacity circuit? We're going to find out real soon. We have got Max in Engineering the Future, a repeat of the match you saw earlier in the top 4. Randall with that hit off of R&D last game to win him the game. Let's see if he can navigate his way through this twice. Now, again, Gordy came through the losers bracket, so Gordy's got to beat Randall twice. We have got Ice Hedge Fund from HB, which is always a nice turn. Max going to mill some cards, do what she does, and Randall's going to get aggressive.
Wow, running click 1.
You know, it's funny, even with Architect or whatnot, Randall's a guy I've played against him enough. He always, first turn, he likes to run, he likes to see some cards. Not going to get paid off, but does see card no res on R&D. Gets the clone ship going. And what else? Any econ?
Just clicks for credits?
Clicks for credits. All right, I'm guessing he may have a Liberated in hand he's trying to set up next turn. All right, we've got a grid full of agendas on Gordy's part. Looks like I see at least 2.
Yeah, he's got 3, I think. There's an ABT, there's a Vitruvius, and there's something else that looks like he's shuffling fast. Oh, sorry. I'm so sorry.
We're trying to keep quiet to make sure not to.
My bad.
All right,
that
Jackson
hurt.
saves the day as he does. Draw up into more agendas in Jackson, but he is going to do what he does and clean this up. Okay, must feel. I didn't see the ice that went on over HQ, but he must feel pretty safe that Randall's not going to get in there.
He's pressing that R&D ice again.
All right, let's see. Nope, sees Nietzsche.
Runs archives.
Oh, wow, discards Jackson. Okay.
Interesting. I guess he feels okay with that. He's got another Jackson on the board.
Yeah. Randall just wants to get it off the board, and I don't blame him. I mean, he doesn't know how flooded Gordy is, but he's going to get paid off potentially.
Yeah, if I'm Randall, I attack this other Jackson.
Yeah. Looks like he's doing it. Okay.
Yeah.
I like this a lot.
Because now there's 2 down.
Yeah, at 2 down, I mean, granted, there's archive memories in the deck, but
Yeah.
it could be a long time. And with Gordy's position, I don't know that I would have let that Jackson go. I would have overdrawn and probably gotten rid of some of those agendas. We do, because Architect and Nietzsche, I mean, that's not going to secure a remote.
I think if I'm Gordy, that Architect needs to go in front of HQ. And Gordy's showing his aggressiveness that he does.
Yeah, I like
we
this
saw this
play.
last time as well.
Puts the Architect over the Adonis to bait the run, and that will help. If he gets this, that will help a lot. So Gordy looking down at the credit count. He's been staring at this ice for a while. All right, so we got Randall had to draw his max card. Architect. He was there all along. Why didn't he trigger it earlier? That's an auto. That's an auto fire because they never go back
you're
after
at
that.
10 credits.
Wow.
Well,
okay.
He can get Mimic and get through it, but
that is an interesting play. Architect is the card where every time. That's why you play 3 of them.
And he's going broke to do this.
Yeah, but you see, I mean, you don't want to get an Architect
so
fire.
weird.
You see how much Randall is prioritizing it. Now the problem is going to be Randall is going broke, like you said, to do this.
Yeah, now Jackson's back.
Oh man, Jackson, that is just brutal.
I think this is. I mean, it's a good.
All right, Queen's Gambit. That is a big help right now.
I mean, yeah,
but yeah, letting that Jackson.
There's a borderline between being aggressive and being reckless.
Yeah.
I think Randall has gone to the side that's reckless. I think he just feels maybe confident from his last win and the ability.
Yeah, because here's the problem. To your point, now that this Architect is online, he is taking Randall down in money. He's gotten Adonis going, and he's got his Jackson back. That's so big.
It's too big. He can just fix his hand. If I was Randall, I would have let the HQ one happen.
Yeah.
Why would you let the archives happen and let him get Jackson back?
All right, so yeah, I'm sure going to overdraw. He needs to clean up his hand because this is looking ugly. Yep, draw. But yeah, this is going to be fine. Just put just overdraw. I would pitch 3 agendas here in a heartbeat and just play the game. You've got an archive memories to get the Jackson back, so you don't need to shuffle the one that's already in archives back.
I think you gotta get. I think you let all the agendas go right now.
just stabilize.
You're not in a position to score.
You've got an Adonis going. You've got a hedge fund.
Depending
you
on
can
what
set
the
up
ice
next
is,
turn.
maybe you keep 1, but I think that's right.
Exactly.
I would just let them all go.
I would snap throw them in archives. Totally agree. because he's still going to keep an NAPD potentially. I would keep the NAPD and throw the other ones away. Okay, decides if he keeps the ABT, I'd be fine with that too. If he thinks he's going to be, I mean, that's the one you want to score more than any of the others.
He's just, I don't know. He's a long way from scoring, I think.
All right, so I'm not sure.
I think this is not.
Randall didn't take his max draw. We got to do our max thing. I play her enough to where I know. Yeah. All right, I don't know if they may have missed that. Okay.
NAPD.
All right, well, we got the NAPD. I do agree that was the right one to keep in hand if you're going to make him come after one. And Gordy's in a fine position. He does need to get some ice to start securing a remote because I think he only has that Ichi. If I'm him, I put that Ichi over the Architect.
Yep.
Because if he nails that, I mean, Net Ready Eyes is not on the board. Yeah, I like this a lot. Because if you take Mimic out of the game, Randall's already used a clone chip.
How aggressive Randall's running. He's going to waste 2 clicks
I think
here.
that's a great
and
point.
2 credits just to go in there.
See, and this I like. He puts the Sand under the Adonis, unlike the we talked about in the last game. Got an Eve in hand. So, yeah, this is, I think Gordy's in a great position to stabilize. Got hedge funds, so doing what HB does, all the money. Got a board presence, and Randall is at 3 credits and needs to find a way to get some econ going. All right, did we forget a max? Or no, I think he may have done it.
This is kind of the same similar situation Randall was in last time. He's really, even though it's 0-2, I think Randall's behind right now.
Yeah, I agree.
In terms of board state, like,
he's going to let this Adonis tick off, and then if
the
he has
money
an agenda.
you're investing in running this archives, I think you had to contest this Adonis. Like, look how much credits.
Oh, look at this Chronos Project. And he has the Sand. Oh, he's going to completely wreck him if he scores this.
Yeah.
I would do anything to score that next turn because think of the stuff you're going to knock out of the game.
Well, you have to look at the board and see what you're getting rid of. I remember it depends on what you do. Because if there's no breakers there, maybe you wait. But if there are, then you go for it.
You can take Imp out of the game. You can take one of the clone chips.
He's got more of these. I'm saying I don't know exactly what's in the trash, but it's not an instant move. So let's see what he does have. He's got a David, an Imp.
And I think there's only one David in the deck.
If that's
take
the
Liberated
case,
out.
Katie.
Yeah, he hasn't drawn a Katie. You can take one of his 2 Kadies out of the game.
I think this is good. Yeah, I would do it this turn.
This is where
especially
it's so
Adonis
important.
is just gonna finish. And
All right, so gets Toll Booth.
Yeah. It's good res. He makes him eat 3 credits.
I would completely go for broke to wreck Randall's heap at this point. No question about it. And he's going to have that window now if he wants it. Adonis will take off.
He's got a clone chip on board, but it's going to hurt. Look at Gordy like looking down like, what am I taking away from you? I think...
He may be telegraphing too much, though.
Yeah. I think there's 2 imps. There's an imp there.
Going to get a Grimoire. Yeah, he's going to take Give out of the game completely.
Yeah.
And that's big for him. I think taking Imp out of the game, taking a clone chip, taking 2 Liberators.
There's 2 clone chips there. That's the last clone chip.
That's huge.
Yeah, you have to.
Because with Max's variants, you have to play for that. All right, so we've got to get this scored. I would literally, it's not even going to cost him that much money, but I would go to 0 to be able to make this play.
It's going to cost him 8 credits.
No, what is going on?
I think
what just happened?
My brain just exploded.
You're letting this happen? Oh my god.
A part of me just died on the inside, Ahmed.
The chat has yet to explode, but I was hoping that would someone... I don't understand.
This is where it is so important sometimes. You can't get greedy. And I don't know, he may still get paid off for this. He's clearly trying to protect that Sand. But to me, I don't think he realizes. If you score a Chronos Project there, you have... Totally. You see, you're going to hit Liberated, Chrono. There's just so much to hit. Get it scored.
I mean, it's gotten better.
And he's still may score.
Okay, it is true that he's not going to levy anytime soon.
Sure.
But you're taking away all these options.
Yeah. You can't get greedy with this. If he clone chips into David and goes HQ again, you have to play for it.
He can get in this remote. I guess he's not. I think he just did stuff. It seems like Gordy's starting his turn.
Sometimes you just play the gift that you're given in the form of a Chronos Project. And wow, just continuing
He's still in his hand.
Continuing to draw.
If you do it now, you are ensuring that if any breaker enters the trash,
Yeah.
that clone chip has to retrieve it.
Exactly.
There's no
And that's
other way
their
to
last
retrieve
chance.
it. And
And
then
then if the other clone ship
maybe he's
enters,
just
if he
waiting
clone
for
ships it
Levy.
back
Okay,
in.
we'll see what he's doing. Maybe he's waiting for Levy, which is okay, but Levy might be in his hand. There it goes. Chronos is happening.
Okay.
Boom.
Oh, so huge.
Wasted.
Just huge. Look at
Look at
that.
that scoop
Yeah.
out of the game.
That is big. That is real big. Max is going to be in a world of hurt to find her way back
With
into
how
this
much
game.
recursion he has. Okay, there's one Croter there. Obviously, he's in trouble, but it's probably not that bad. Like, he can probably still build his rig.
Yeah.
The rig he intends. Also, there's no Yogg, I believe.
Yeah.
Which is, like Yogg
Yeah, I
is-
don't think he took all of his breakers out of the game, but certainly a lot of support tools that he's going to want. And the
Yeah.
biggest thing he hit was the one Katie. If he mills Katie, there's no way to get. I don't know if he's taking Deja Vu. He is going to need to work hard to secure
Yeah.
that other Katie.
Yeah, Max relies on Katie.
Yeah, this
A
deck
lot.
doesn't get, because he took 2 Liberateds out of the game, at least that I saw. So liberating Katie, like, that is the engine. Daily cast isn't going to get it done.
Yep. So he's still got one clone chip on board, which is good. But other than that, it's looking rough.
So how do you navigate? I mean, I think much like the last game, I don't think he took medium out of the game. You're
Yeah.
going to have to find a way to get medium
Also,
online.
he can chain pretty well here. Because this is smart. I think he's shuffling these in
Yeah.
before he mandatory.
Yeah, so you
Because
can
you've
draw
taken
one.
away his breakers.
Yep.
He's not getting in this remote to trash or sand
Yeah,
set.
you've
He's
got
not beating
Ash.
the ashtrays. So maybe you can just top an agenda and score.
Yeah, I like this a lot. A lot of times, that's a play I try to
Yeah.
remind myself of. Jackson out of the game to increase your chance to draw an agenda when you're at this stage of the game.
Yeah.
I like that a lot.
Gets another,
That's another
Jackson.
one, just chaining them together.
I just lay the NAPD down.
Yeah,
Whatever.
I agree. It hurt him last game, but I think he is in honestly a far more commanding position
Depends
at
on what
that
that
Chronos
ice is, but
Project.
lay the NAPD down. Maybe score it. Okay, ice.
Okay. Yeah, I would feel perfectly safe laying that down here.
I might even archives memory this Adonis.
Yeah, get that going again.
Get somewhere at get somewhere. Your
I like
econ's
that
not
play.
your econ's not amazing right now, and you have a Jackson who's
I like that play a
cycle
lot.
it as well.
That's a great call. Up,
What do you do?
a little upkeep
Oh,
here.
just up kicking. But yeah, I think you want some more econ right now. I will stop clicking the pen. Someone in chat. It's Josh.
Alright, daily cast ticks off. Yeah, I think Randall's play is right. You just got to challenge R&D, see what you're working against, see what you need to put
Yeah.
on board to be able to get back in
I
this
would
game somehow.
Get the Eve. He's at 8 credits. That Eve is going to give him, I don't know if those are counters or credits. I'm pretty sure
Those are
they're
counters, yeah.
So that's 12 credits. Do you want him to have 12 more credits? Or
That's
do you
the
want to lose
problem.
5?
He took Imp out of the game,
It
and
doesn't
so
matter. Go
he can't
trash
hit
it.
No, you do.
Physically
I
trash
agree.
it.
Wow, this is an Ichi. Oh man, just
Go
nasty.
Trash it.
Does he have a way to even deal with this?
No, he does not.
I don't think he does.
You can click it out, hopefully. Oh, no.
Yep.
Mimic's going away.
Skips the mimic.
That's probably game. That clone tip has to get that
That
mimic.
Ichi,
How are you going to break?
we talked about this earlier. So big. We knew the setup was there. If you don't have net ready eyes, this is where this Max deck gets hurt. Is you need all the pieces to be able to safely run against some of these HP. Now he gets mimic back in, but that's a big tempo hit. Spending his precious money because again, no KD, no liberated. Needs to find a way back in, and then it's going to be a nasty
This
server.
is not how you, like, I don't understand these runs. You're running for 1 card.
Yeah.
Build, so you're not meant to do it like this.
No, you've
There's
got to
only
see
so many
medium.
ways you can top deck. Now you have to levy for if you ever want to clone chip again.
Yeah.
And you have to hope you don't mill your breakers. And he puts down Yogg.
He's going to need to find net ready eyes, but that's the thing. It's like
Like,
I wouldn't have
see,
played that out.
Why the Yogg? Why?
Yeah,
Like,
it's
is it
not
what
the
is it
ice on
accomplishing?
RNG.
It's not threatening your toll booth in any way whatsoever. It's just you just wasted 5 credits kind of to install something that you're
Here's
not
where-
using this turn, next turn. How long till you're going to use this
turn,
Yogg?
I like the NAPD, do NAPD, and then install an Adonis. He drew an Adonis this turn. Get the Adonis. Randall's not going to run that Adonis. There's no way he does. He didn't run the Eve. He's not going to run the Adonis. So
No.
get that going to where, okay, you get the NAPD scored next turn. but then you're ready to come right back. You got Eve, you got Adonis online. You've got spare San, spare Jackson. Okay. Installs the Jackson instead.
These plays. I'm surprised by a lot of these plays.
All right.
No, he's milling. He milled.
Mills all
Unfortunately,
econ.
more econ is gonna hurt him a lot.
Yeah, and this is what Max can do sometimes. Sometimes she mills what you need. So I'm going to think through this play.
I think Randall just needs to, like, take
Kinda
a
see what's in his
breather,
hand, yeah.
recoup, and try to get back in this game. He cannot just be running like a crazy person.
Data sucker's big. He
Yeah.
needs to do that.
Like
Now,
here,
Gordy,
yeah.
the other thing Gordy needs to do, he needs to get that Cyberdex in the trash.
Yep.
Because the only way he loses is if he lets Randall be able to get enough data suckers to break Ichi without putting net ready eyes on the board. I think sometimes people forget that is when you completely lock down archives to where it doesn't make sense for the runner to be able to run there free and get data suckers, that is a big tempo shift.
Mm-hmm.
Looking at the hand, seeing what we're going to do. Yeah, it's a tough one. But I think the biggest thing, he's only got so much more money before he runs out of ways to successfully make runs. We've got to see another Katie. I don't even care if you have to deja vu for it. You've got to get Katie back in. You've got to get her going. You've got to get that or a Liberator or something. Seeing the Sure Gamble in Daily Cast doesn't help in archives. Okay, so we got upgrade.
Probably an
Guessing
Ash.
an Ash, which is
But
nice.
He's got the other Ash in there.
Learned his lesson from last game.
He's got a Cyberdex as well in his hand.
Alright, so we have NAPD on the board in that remote with the Res San. You know, I don't think Randall can challenge that. I don't think he will. I don't know that he can. Because how is he going to get there with 4 credits? There's almost no combination of ice this is going to be that's going to allow him to end this run and steal the NAPD.
Yep.
Alright.
Form Econ
All
and
the money.
Deja Vu.
Are you Katie Jones? Yes or no? You need to be Katie Jones. You are not Katie Jones.
Parasite that you like. That's fair.
Yeah, that I agree with. We already saw one Corroder, I think, that's out of the game. So there's no guarantee that that is going to be a card he can even play. Yeah, I like this. Do something to get rid of this Eli. You need to get R&D thinned out a little bit.
Oh, no, it's coming in.
Alright, we got Adonis online. And this is where HB just takes over. I mean, you've got Ash protecting your key servers, whether you need it on R&D, whether you need it on the remote. You've got the sex bots clicking away. You just got everything you need.
Yeah.
And that Chronos Project, just huge. Alright, Jackson draw. Interesting.
Isn't there NAPD
Why is he
there?
not scoring the NPD?
I'm just baffled by these plays. It seems like he's going at a speed. He honestly could have probably just been at 5 by now.
At this point, don't Jackson just bang it out next turn. If you need to draw for it, draw it. But yeah, I don't think you can get greedy.
Putting
with this.
Cyberdex there.
Yeah.
I'm gonna. You have to put Cyber. Just toss
Do
in
what your deck
archives.
does.
He's gonna run archives to get the
Yeah.
last data sucker. He needs to kill Eli because he
Yeah.
needs one more. The Parasite will tick up one.
Yeah. And this is where I would have far preferred Cyberdex in archives rather than installed. Because Randall's not going to run to that remote to actually find it. And why spend the money? Just put it in the one place that it's actually going to help you. Because you know that Randall is only going one place. He doesn't have enough money to go anywhere else.
Oh, he's leg working.
Okay.
Dang. See, Gordy might get punished here. Oh, but he does Cyberdex. Good stuff. And now he's a bounce.
And now
Right.
it's in the trash. So that helps. That is
Yeah, that's
big.
fine.
Because you're not getting any data suckers back. Oh, wait. Did he
You
run
can't-
archives? He needs to correct that.
Judge.
Okay, we got that fixed. This is the beauty of Cyberdex. It's not just the fact that you can trash at instant speed, but the fact that it locks down archive for
Yeah.
people who are dependent on data suckers to power
He's
the
got
rigs.
2 Vitruvius in hand.
Well, the first step is to score out the NAPD that's clogging up your Sand server.
Yeah.
There we go. All
That's
right,
game.
we got there.
It's game.
Yeah, because he's not
But see,
getting back
now,
in this toll.
The way Gordy did this, he could have had those scored a while ago.
Yeah,
A year ago.
the deck is gone.
So
Yeah, there's
now,
Katie. If you don't
if
have recursion, this
Randall
is
can
done.
find a way in, he could win. Just by taking those Vitruviuses.
Yeah, that's a great.
Katie's dead.
David's just about the only thing you can play. Okay,
Never
so
the
never
eyes.
the eyes.
How can he get another data sucker?
He could try to go R&D, net ready to mimic. Click
Five
through
Edwards.
Eli.
Maybe no more deck. Dang.
Yeah, and Katie's gone. So unless he has recursion, Katie's out of the
I think
game.
it's-
He's
that's-
seen all the econ that
that's
he's gonna
game.
ever see.
It is game. There's no way he has a levy to even be competitive in any way by the time he even can afford levy.
Does he have Levy in his hand?
He's probably in his hand. If
Okay.
not, the same old
I
thing
haven't been
is
paying
there.
attention. I don't think it
It's
was out of the game. I think you're
I'm
right.
pretty sure it's in there. It's in his hand probably, but
Yeah,
there's
at
no
this
time.
point, all you need to do is your Gordy. Lay your cards on the table.
Gordy's
And,
got
okay, so he's shuffling up. We're
He's
gonna
got-
levy.
he got 2 3-for-2s.
Yeah, all you need to do is install advance. Do what
Mhm.
HB does. Get that Sand server going. All right, let's see if we can get something going with the 5. Sure gambles a start.
He's got 0 credits.
Well, never mind. All right, let's take off with even Adonis. Because if there's one thing HP players need, it's more money. So install, advance. We're at 5. We are a Vitruvius from hand away from closing this out, and we are going to go to one game to decide it all. It's going to be big. Let's see. Randall,
Actually,
look
some
at
of the
his
chat
options.
said something very interesting about the data sucker situation. The corp can choose to trigger it. If Randall runs and takes a data sucker and the corp says, I'm not, the corp doesn't react, it's their responsibility to trigger it. It's not for us to say.
Interesting.
right?
Interesting.
Technically, we're not supposed to be like, hey, you can trigger your Cyberdex.
That's fair.
So,
That's fair.
whoever mentioned that in the chat is correct. What?
So let's see. So Randall, yeah, just trying to get a little bit of money going. 'Cause here's the thing. You made the point. Yeah. So we got the Vitruvius from hand. All right. So we're gonna scoop it up, and we are gonna go to a final game.
Yep.
Kate,
Honestly,
NEH to decide it all. The Southern Megacity Circuit Finals.
yeah.
Good game. Gordy, you know, again, the play we were talking about earlier, Chronos Project decided that game in my mind. I mean, Gordy was in a good position early. I was very curious why he didn't res Architect early, but once he got past that, got some ice res, got a remote established, I mean, he was in a commanding position the whole game, but I think that Chronos Project just sealed the deal. So good first game.
Winner takes all the
Gordy got
legs.
a commanding lead on that. Clearly closed that game out quickly.